You and your party's curiosity gets the best of you as you click the thumbnail to this video in order to watch it, to determine whether it sucks or whether it really, really sucks. Roll for initiative.
You're watching the Nerdlayer's NERDTOBER.
The world of D&D is always something that's really fascinated me as a kid, and still to this day, and a big part of that world that really captivated me was the monsters. Ultra Pro and Wizards of the Coast put out a line of vinyl figures that I guess in a way are kind of like Funko Pops, except less cancer. They're titled Figurines of Adorable Power, and they're based on monsters from the D&D world, except they're really cute. And we're going to be taking a look at all of them, plus a few limited editions that I was able to get my hands on. So let's start off this campaign right. You and your party are making your way towards the forest, walking along the side of the river. Out of the corner of your wizard's eye, he notices a bubbling geyser ascending from out of the river, followed by a very bassy, muffled Walking closer and closer up the side of the river towards you, you see a big gray leathery GIF.
I think our little GIF friend is missing a few chromosomes. Look at that little tongue, derp. I don't know too much about the GIF. I know that they are a playable race in 5th edition, also known as Hippo Folk. I would not want to fight one of these guys because, if you don't know this, hippos are terrifying and will kill you. But I'd say if I ran into this little guy and he was, you know, as derpy as he looks, I think I would be his friend. Oh, he's got a little tail. It's such a random race, in my opinion. I don't know a whole lot of the lore of Hippo Folk or GIF. I'm sure if you came across a real one, they might be pretty nice people. I guess it depends on your alignment, really. But this little guy for now is super cute, and he's not going to do anything except drool on us.
As the sun goes down, camp is finally set up for the night. You and your party members are drinking tankards of ale, singing songs, and watching the fire crackle in the moonlight. But instantly, the party's merriment is shattered when they hear a distant howl and screech coming from within the dark wood. That can only be the sound of one creature. The owlbear.
Oh, the owlbear. This is such a cool creature. I'm a huge fan of bears, and I love owls, and mixing both of them together is just really cool. It's got a thick booty. I actually thought that this was going to be more of a chocolate brown color, but it looks more mauve or plum. There's actually an alternate color for this that's a limited edition, and it's a white one that you could only get at Gen Con, which is a tabletop role-playing game convention. I do like the purple. I would like the white one eventually if I can ever find it, which I don't think I'll be able to. The ring light's reflection in his eye actually makes it look like he has an eye. Am I crazy? This owlbear is super cute, but you would not want to run into one of these guys in the forest, let me tell you.
Just barely escaping the talons of the owlbear, you guys make your way through a dark cave system. Your elven thief tells you tales that he's heard in his village of this place that you're in called the Underdark. A soft blue light emanates from around one of the corners up ahead, followed by a very bellowing noise.
A flumph. Something you might expect to see in a Japanese hentai. I don't know, man. That tentacle be looking pretty suspicious. These guys dwell in the Underdark, which is a collection of tunnels and caverns underground, and if you're going to come across any creature in the Underdark, a flumph is one that you definitely would want to see. Looks like he's actually from the Underdank with those bloodshot eyes. These guys are really gentle, really wise. Every flumph in their colony has a purpose. There's no hierarchy, there's no leader whatsoever. Every one of these guys is independent and work together as one. And depending on which color they glow, determines their mood. It's kind of like a mood ring. So this guy, I know it's coming off kind of green, but it's a soft blue, which means he's sad, but he has a smiley face, so he can't be that sad. A soft pink color means that they are amused, green means that they're curious, and red is angry. And with this particular figure, there are two variations of it that are really expensive. They're limited edition. There's the soft pink and the green one. I wish I could get them for this video, but no, I'm not paying $100 for one, so yeah.
And mesmerized by the glimmering shards of crystals embedded into the cave wall, you trip over what you thought to be a pile of rocks. It turns out to be solid gold coins. As you slowly look up, you see that it's an entire room filled with gold coins and jewels reaching the ceiling, which has to be about 50 feet, and 2 giant red dragons.
This is the solid red limited edition. I really like this one. Makes it look like it's made out of ruby or something. These dragons are super cute. They almost look like they have Down syndrome or something. And I don't mean that in like a negative way. I just the way their faces look. Have you ever seen a cat with Down syndrome? Kind of looks like this. This one almost looked like, because of the spray paint job, made it look like it was fuzzy or something. I don't know if it shows up on camera very well, but it almost has like a metallic-y color in the paint. So that's really cool. Definitely both super cute. Look at their tiny little tails. These guys are super mean and super violent. Any dragon is really, you just would not want to come across any of these guys, especially 2 of them. I heard a rumor that the next set of these adorable figures are gonna have a black dragon in it, so that would be pretty cool.
Your wizard teleports you and your party out of that dangerous situation into a capital city. You see a menagerie of different types of people roaming the city streets. Merchants yelling out sales to the crowd, bards playing their lute and singing songs, and an old man with a black robe walking out of an apothecary shop with some weird, dumb-looking creature following him.
Now I know what you might be thinking, this looks like a beholder, and you're kind of right. It's the dumber, smaller kin of a beholder. It's a gazer. And usually these things make pretty good minions for like a warlock or a sorcerer, someone who deals in black magic, because they do what they're told, and they're easy to control. The special ed version of a beholder. I mean, it works great. And the butt folds, those are a thing. The ring light, it gives all of the little eyes pupils. That's so cool. I'm too amused by that.
You and your party are about a day's walk outside of the main city when you come across some ruins with 2 chests in the middle, one wooden and one gold. What do you do?
And again, I have not 1 mimic chest, but 2, the limited edition gold, which looks really good. Mimics are awesome. They're shape-shifting creatures that typically turn into things that allure prey, i.e. humans, like a chest or a door, for example, or a chair. Anything that has a lot of foot traffic that's going to attract humans. Chests seem to be the most common. I really, really like the colors on this gold one. These things don't look any cuter than, I mean, this is typically what a mimic looks like. Mimics are pretty easy to avoid as long as you're checking for traps or anything suspicious in like a room or a dungeon, whatever. The mimic was the first of these that I bought, and then I found out that there were more, and I'm like, wow, maybe I should do a video on these because they're monsters, and you know, Halloween time is filled with monsters and scary things.
Let me know down in the comments sections your opinions of Dungeons & Dragons. And that's going to do it for this episode of NERDTOBER. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I would like to give a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. They will be on screen right now. And if you guys want a shout out at the end of every single video that I do, go check out my Patreon page. Link is down below in the description. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, subscribe down below because I do content like this all the time, so there's always something to watch. And if you want to see more Halloween themed videos, it's another good reason to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time in the Nerd Lair. Stay dungeony.